Back, everybody. We are going to continue with our game development. So far we've had some sprites, we've put our little character here, we've had them idle and move around, we had them jump, and we have them jumping from ground to ground, leaping from place to place. So the next step we're going to do is we're going to put in some multiple levels. To do that, we have our stage. In our stage, we want to have different backgrounds. So I've got level 1 here, level 2, and level 3. So I'm going to make it so my character changes levels, so changes scenes, every time the character moves past the right side of the stage. So to do that, I need some scripts in my stage that change the scene. And the scripts I need are a bunch of when I receives, right? We need to broadcast a signal to change the scene when our character has reached the right side of the screen. When the character's on the right side of the screen, we need to broadcast the signal to change the scene in our background. So we'll have one scene be, we can call it level 1, and level 2, and level 3. And level 3, we can call them whatever backgrounds you want, level 3. And when I reach those, my costume has to change. So when I'm at level 1, I want to change to, I call it BG, so that's the first level. When I'm at level 2, I want to change it to Sky Hill. So there's level 1 change, level 2 change, and level 3 I want to switch to the costume of whatever this one is, my level 3 costume. So different scenes, right? 3 different levels. I want to switch to these levels when my character goes to the different scenes. So once you have those set up in the stage, go back to our character. We're going to add another if here that checks to see when we are moving from scene to scene. And this was in our assignment level 3.1 with the Sonic the Hedgehog. And you can just straight up copy what you had there into here. But I'll do it here live. What we had is we're checking the X position of our sprite, the X position of our little hero character. And what we're saying is when the X position is greater than a certain number, greater than, I think we had 235, oopsies, 235, that was the signal to trigger the next scene. So we're going to do a couple things, right? We need to check what level we're in. We need to check what level we're in right now, and then switch to the next level after that. So we need 2 more ifs. Once we get to the 235 side of the stage, we need to check the costume of the background. So that is under the sensing. We're going to go to costume number, but not costume number. We want costume name of the stage. And so what I want to do is I want to actually rename these stages here, level 1, level 2, level 3. So I'm going to rename, right click and rename, level 1, rename this to be level 2, and rename this to be level 3. So in that case I need to change my backgrounds here to level 1, level 2, and level 3. So those crazy names, make them into the regular names. And so now I can see if I'm my costume name of the stage, I want to check to see what it's equal to. So if the stage costume is level 1, so that's the level 1. That's the name of this background that I changed to, right? A right click, rename, change to level 1. So if my background is level 1, if my stage currently is, my current stage is level 1, I want to broadcast the signal to go to level 2. Broadcast the signal to go to level 2. And I want to set my character's position to be negative 235 all the way on the right side of the stage. Left side. Negative, set the X position to negative 235. So that's going to reset my position here. When I'm on the right side, I switch to the other side. And then I want to test again if my stage name is level 2. If I'm on the level 2 level, I want to switch to level 3 and again set x to -235. So this was our first going to the right, switching to the right, next level to the next level. So if I run this game now, my character here, if I run past, now I'm in the next level, run, now I'm in the last level. I want now the ability to go backwards. So I want to be able to go backwards now. And so I'm going to copy this if and do it again. But this time I'm checking to see if my x position is less than -235. So this is going to go to the left side, -235. And I want to check now if I'm in level 2, I want to go to level 1. And if I'm in level 3, I want to go to level 2. And instead of setting it to -235, I want to switch to the right side, +235. So, again, start my game. Here I am in this last level. If I go backwards, now it's in level 2. Backwards, now I'm in level 1. So, I can switch now between these levels, jumping around between these levels, creating the look of a platform game. Now, there's one more thing I need to do here. Well, there's a few more things, but what you're noticing is as I'm changing levels, the platforms are the same place every time. Right? My level platforms are the same. And that's not great. I want to change the scene each time. I don't want to have these same winter backgrounds the whole time. I want to change it up. One level I may want to have different platforms, like where he has to jump up to some high spot. I have a lot of different options here. So what I need to do is, for every one of my ground pieces, I need to tell them to show and hide at different levels. So I'm going to have a lot of showing and hiding for all of my sprites. And this is going to be tedious, but once you set it up one time, it's really easy to copy it over to the others. So for each of my ground sprites, I want these all to appear in level 1. So when I receive level 1, I want it to show up. All these white ones, I want them to be a part of this level 1 background. So in the sprite, I want them to appear in level 1. When I receive any other level, like level 2 or level 3, I want them to hide. Right? I want to appear in level 1 and disappear in level 2 and 3. All these different ground sprites. And I want to have different sprites in level 2 and different sprites in level 3. So I need to copy all of these into each of these different sprites, each of my ground here. So I'm going to just drag it into the second one here. 1, 2, 3, and now all 3 of those are in this one here, right? Level 1, level 2, level 3. Just like in the first one, right? I had them all here, put them here. And again, drag them over to each one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Put them in each of my sprites. 1, 2, 3. And the last one. 1, 2, and 3. And now these 3 things should be in, yeah, there's 1 and 2, in all of these sprites listed here. Very good. There's that one, and there's this one. So now, when I play the game, these sprites all appear here, but when I jump to my next level, they disappear. Whoop, blank stage, blank slate. Now I'm going to just keep my character going up here, right? And they're the same thing, level 3, they're not there. So now I can add new sprites into level 2 and 3. Here's my ground for level 1, new sprites in level 2, new sprites in level 3, and that's going to be how my game can be created. Different scenes, right? So I need to pick some sprites for level 2. Background for level 2, looks like this. So I got to figure out, well, what's my scene here? What's my scene in level 2? What do I want to have for level 2? It's kind of mountainy, so I'm going to make it where my character has to jump on some mountains. So you look for some more scripts, and again, you can find some more tile sets here. You could do like a graveyard or sci-fi tile set. I think I have, no, not those. I think I have another one here somewhere. Sprites? No, that's something different. Well, I'm going to use this one I have found, platform game assets. And this has some environment tiles here, some tiles. And I have some like grass. This is pretty good. Some grass. I don't know if I have some like rocks I can use. If I have like a rock somewhere. No rocks there. Let's see if there's a rock somewhere. Maybe there's under environment. Let's see. Trees. Trees are good. No, it's grass. That's useful, but not what I want. So it's all those things. No, I don't want those. Character chest. Well, let's just do some tiles here. Let's use some of this dirt. Seems okay. A little dirt square. See how the shading is different? So I'll use some of this dirt and the grass here. So I've got a little diagonal piece of grass. That's interesting. I think I'm going to use this part here and see if I can join grass left, mid, right. I'll use grass, join hill, right and left. So I'm going to use a few of these and create some new sprites here. So I need some new sprites to put my new background in. So let's try this one. Oop, again, too big. So I need to shrink it down. Set size to, let's call this 25. Less than that. 15, smaller than that. That's pretty good. So a little sprite there. What's the, let's see, grass hill right. No, that's not what I want. Grass cliff right. Yeah, this is pretty good. Grass cliff left. Let's do that one. So another new sprite here for grass cliff left. Again, make it 15%. Smallerize it. That looks like a nice edge there. And so I add sprites for every piece of ground. Grass cliff left, what did I say, 15%, right? There's this side. And so I can create the kind of ground that I wanna have. So I'm gonna make some little platforms here. Grass cliff mid. Is that what I want to do here? I want to change it. Maybe let's do this one. Oh wait, no, not that. This one. I want this one. Grass cliff mid. Let's see. That's pretty good. Looks like a nice little platform. So I got my platform here. So we've created. Line up all my sprites. And now what I need to do is I need to add this platform, these three new sprites, to my ground. Every time I add something to my ground, I need to go back to my operator, go back to the green here, and edit this and add these new sprites. What is this going to be? Sprite 8, 9, and 10 to the ground. Because that way, otherwise, my character is just going to fall through, and they're not going to count for the ground. So I'm going to duplicate this, add sprite 8. I got 6 here, sprite 6, sprite 7, sprite 8. Do the same thing, duplicate sprite 9. You see how large this can get with certain games. Duplicate sprite 10. That's 8, 9, and 10 new pieces of the ground for my character to jump on. So now if I do this, now he'll land on that and be okay to walk around. So I want to make sure my character jumps. Oh, so now I gotta set them to change so they only appear in level 2. And I also want to have something where I can walk from this scene to the next, where I'm on the ground here. So I need to add a few more sprites, make some more ground, and again make them appear just in level 2. So let's add these here, 3 pieces. I'm going to add some more ground sprites. Let's see, some dirt. I can do dirt, grass left, grass right, grass mid. Let's do a grass middle. Let's start with the middle here. Let's see if this works. Grass middle, and again, I want to change its size to be 15%. So that's on the edge there. Maybe I'll make this one bigger. Maybe this will be 20%. So it's about the same height as where I left off. I can adjust that later. And then I want to put another middle for this next sprite. Again, make it 20%. Line it up. And then maybe I want to do this cliff here. No, not the cliff. Then I want to do the right here falling down. Maybe that'll be my third one here. Make it look like this. Make that 20%. And so it looks like it's falling off an edge. That's pretty good. I like that look. That's not bad. Oop. Again, I need to add those to the ground now. It's 11, 12, and 13. So into my operators, go to my main character, edit this, and add those more to my ground. Duplicate. I want now sprite 11, 12, and 13. So you'll be doing this a lot. Duplicate, sprite 13. All the pieces of the ground you need will be in here. This is going to get very, very large. So don't worry too much. It's just going to get very large. And now I have my ground. There's my ground. I can go down. I can go up. Right? And I can jump to this platform here, and then I can jump to the next scene. But again, I want it only to appear in level 2 and not levels 1 or 3. So just like I had for my winter sprites, I showed and received. When I received level 1 and 2 and 3, they showed and hide. I do the same thing with my new sprites for the ground. So I'm going to put a level 1 in here, level 1 in all of these, level 1, level 1, level 1. Copy it over. And the level 2 I'm going to put in all of them, level 2. So they appear and disappear at the right times. Copy them all over. And level 3 in all of them. So they appear at the right times. So now, for these, I want them to appear in level 2, show in level 2, and hide in level 1 and 3. So I need to switch it up so I have them appearing in level 2, show in level 2, hide in level 1 and 3. Show in level 2, hide in level 1 and 3. Same thing for this one. Show in level 2, hide level 1 and 3. So you see, it's once you get into the rhythm, see it's very repetitive what you're doing. This is often the case in computer programming, that it's very repetitive. Because telling a computer to do something specific takes a while. So here we are now. There we are, level 2, and level 1 they disappear. So level 1 they're not there, level 2 they appear. Right, so we can see we can move from one scene to the next. And I can now jump onto this platform and jump to the next level where it's again blank, and I want to add my new scenes. So I'm going to add a few platforms here, a few new sprites to make it so I can jump around here. And you add those again, same thing, put those up in your game, decide on the scene you want. I maybe want to have it so my character starts up high. Right? They just jumped from a high platform, so I'm maybe going to have a high platform here that they jump to, and then I'm going to have maybe a low platform down here. That's like the end of the level where they're trying to get to, and maybe I'll have like an enemy or two in the middle. Right, various things I can have to show what's going on. So I'll show you that in the next one. We'll finish up next time with that. Till then, wait for the next scene. I'll see you there.